Here is the fastest way to max out your battle pass for the 6th and final season of Black Ops 6. Now there's a lot of really cool free rewards coming in season 6 as part of the battle pass, so I'm sure you guys are going to want to level it up as fast and as quickly as possible. We've got new skins including for Predator, Jason and Chucky. There's also new weapons coming back, so here is the fastest way to level up the battle pass to get all the rewards before the Black Ops 6 season 6 ends. If you're going to find this useful, be sure to drop a like, but without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so I'll talk about the best way to level up your battle pass quickly in multiplayer, zombies, and then finally Warzone. I'll talk about the best modes, XP methods, tips and tricks, that kind of thing, just to make it quick and easy for you guys. Now, just quick thing to note before we start off is that if you guys only own Warzone and you don't have Black Ops 6, there is a free trial that's going to go on from today, October 9th, through until October 16th. So a whole week of a free trial where you can play campaign, multiplayer, and zombies as well. So if you guys want to get your hands on that and play any of those modes, you'll be able to, even if you don't have the full game. Now, obviously, the most important thing, as always, with leveling up the battle pass is the amount of time you actually play in the game. Not in the lobby, not loading into a game, but actually in the physical match. That is what is going to give you your battle pass XP. So you want to ideally play longer matches because that's more efficient than having lots of smaller games where you're spending more time loading in and out between matches. Obviously, if you're getting loads of XP and doing really well in that match, then it's okay, but you want to avoid playing lots of short matches where there's not great XP, because that way it's less efficient for you. So try and play longer matches where you can. You ideally want to play longer modes, things like domination, hardpoint, those kinds of modes. Before we continue with the video, if you're looking to unlock the Dark Matter, Abyss and Nebula camos in Black Ops 6, or grind them extremely fast in bot lobbies, be sure to check out Mitch Cactus, as these guys are the biggest and most reliable sellers, offering legitimate and safe services on all platforms. They now offer a new cheap COD point service where you can get up to an 80% discount. They already have over 10,000 reviews on Trustpilot, so for all things Call of Duty, visit mitchcactus.com and use code RAGER at checkout for 5% off. In terms of the maps or mosh pits, we've got lots coming back with Season 6, so you'll have your usual sort of stakeout 24/7, there'll be face-off map mosh pits, things like that. They're always good to go for because they're small maps. In terms of new ones for Season 6, we've got a couple of new maps, so all the multiplayer maps we're going to get are all going to come at launch. So we've got Gravity, which is like a medium-sized map, we've got Rig, which is a small map sort of based around a gas station. That looks like it could be quite a lot of fun and it would be good to get kills fast. So if they've either got a Season 6 map mosh pit or if they've got a Rig 24/7 mosh pit, definitely go into that. It's going to be really good for getting kills and XP fast to level up your battle pass quickly. We've also got other maps coming, so we've got Boo Town, which is a Halloween themed version of Nuketown. So there's like spiders on one side of the map and there's like skulls on the other side of the map. There's jack-o'-lanterns as well. It's a nice different theme. It's obviously just Nuketown, but Nuketown again is really good for getting kills, XP and leveling up the battle pass quickly. So definitely worth jumping into a playlist of that as well if that's around. In terms of other maps, we've got a 6v6 and 2v2 mothball map, which I believe is for face-off. So again, that will probably be quite good to play as well. If not, like I say, any other sort of small map mosh pit where you've got small maps, including ones like Stakeout and so on. Ideally, go for hardcore if you can, because enemies die more quickly so you can get more kills, but if not, core is fine. In terms of what you want to do when you actually get into a match, what do you want to do? Well, you obviously want to make sure you've got a good weapon, good attachments, make sure you obviously leveled it up and have got a good loadout on there. If you're not happy with your loadout, look for a class setup online and beef up your loadout, and then once you've done that, head into a game. And when you're in a game, you want to obviously make sure you're getting as many kills as possible. That's common sense. One thing you also want to make sure that you do, which a lot of people don't put enough emphasis on, is the objective. So a lot of people will say, I'm just going to go in and get kills, but make sure you're going for the objective as much as possible, because that is going to beef up and give you a lot of your XP. So kills will get you some, but going for the objective will get you loads more XP. So make sure, if it's in domination, obviously capturing and defending the flags. Same for hardpoint, capturing and defending the zones. If it's kill confirm, pick up the tags, etc. Just go for whatever the objective is as best you can and tailor your loadout accordingly. So if you're in domination, you might find it's easier to get on like a launcher and like some lethal equipment like grenades and stuff to get people off the flag quickly. You might want to make sure you've got perks on which will make you more resistant to stun or lethal equipment, that kind of thing. Also make sure you're getting kills with the objective as well. So for example, domination or hardpoint, if there's people on your zone, if you shoot them, it counts as a defense, and if there's people that are on the zone you want to capture and you kill them, that's part of an attacking bonus. So you get more points and XP for doing that compared to if you just killed them or just did the objective. So it's worth going for both if you can. Alongside that, obviously just make sure you're trying to get more kills and objective points to earn your streaks and call them in. Make sure you're using your equipment, both your lethal and your tactical. That will get you more score. It will help you get more kills indirectly or directly, and use your field upgrades as well. And make sure you're destroying enemy equipment, enemy field upgrades, and enemy score streaks as well, because that's all going to get you more score. Aside from that, for multiplayer, you obviously want to make sure you're going for challenges. So you've got your daily challenges, so you can get up to 15,000 XP for each mode that you do your daily challenges in. So you get 2,500 XP for 3 different challenges, and if you complete all 3 of them within 24 hours, you'll get a bonus 7,500 XP. So it's really worth going for that. That will give you a ton of XP, both to level up and to progress through the battle pass faster, so definitely worth doing that. And you can obviously do those challenges in other modes as well, so zombies and Warzone. There's also the seasonal challenges, there's your base calling card challenges, so make sure you're going for any of them. You've obviously got the ongoing sort of dark ops challenges, camo challenges, and mastery challenges as well. And if you guys need help with anything like camo challenges or dark ops challenges, anything like that, do check out my guides for them. I've got some nice easy guides to get more camo challenges, which will get you more XP, and mastery camos. There's a few challenges there which will get you easy XP, so worth going for them. And then try and overlap these challenges as much as possible. So for example, if you need to get a certain number of headshots with a specific weapon to get the camo challenge, and the daily challenge also says get X number of kills with an assault rifle, and there's another challenge where you need to get a certain number of kills in a certain way with a different weapon, just try and overlap it so that you're getting them all done in one go rather than only going for one of the challenges, because that way you're going to be more efficient and get more XP. So that's it for multiplayer. Really good way to do it. Let's talk about zombies and Warzone, and then we'll talk about some boosts and the best method overall. So for zombies, it's really kind of up to you. I mean, this is quite a good mode again for getting lots of in-game time, so you know that's a really good factor. You're not spending lots of time loading in and out of matches, so it's really good for that. You can also get lots of zombie kills really fast, and therefore lots of XP, and therefore level up your battle pass quickly. In terms of the map, it kind of doesn't really matter. You know, whatever map you go on, it's going to be good. We've now obviously got our, you know, base maps, so Liberty Falls and Terminus. We've also got the DLC maps, so Citadel, Demore, Tomb, Shattered Veil, and Reckoning. There's 6 different maps to go for, and it's kind of up to you which one you want to play on. I would recommend you either sort of be more efficient by, for example, using the Rampage Reducer on standard mode, and then sort of get to a higher round. You can turn it off if you want, and then just make sure you're getting lots of kills, but that can be more difficult. I find another good way to do it is with directed mode, because that way there is a round cap, everything's a bit easier. You can easily max out like your points to get all your perks, your pack punch, your damage rarity, get that all upgraded as much as you can, but the zombie health won't go higher and it won't be more difficult to get zombie kills. So I really like that mode because it's easy to get kills, and it's really good for progressing far with the battle pass. So it's definitely worth doing that. Just keep grinding the kills out in that for as long as you can. Sometimes I kind of like just going into zombies and just putting something on to watch on Netflix or whatever, so you can kind of watch that or listen to a podcast or do whatever while you're just playing zombies in the background, and that will get you easy XP, and it's not too boring either, so definitely worth doing that. There are other methods as well, so you can use the Deadshot Daiquiri perk. I really like that method, and you can kind of combine these and use them together like in directed mode, for example, but it doesn't have to be. So with that method, basically if you hop into a specific area where you like to train, so for example on Liberty Falls you can train on the bank rooftop, or on the Tomb map in the Dark Ether Nexus area, or in Shattered Veil kind of outside the mansion. There's lots of different places you can train wherever you like. Get the Deadshot Daiquiri perk, put it on, and then once you do that, when you aim down sight, it will automatically lock onto zombie head. So if you keep holding down the fire trigger and keep spamming the aim down sight trigger, it's going to keep firing the weapon while also locking onto zombie heads, which is going to get you headshots, get through the zombie kills a lot quicker. It's going to get you critical kills for camos, which is great, but also it will get through the rounds quickly to get more XP and be that much more efficient with getting your levels done. So that's a really good method. If you like other fast methods, there's always the brilliant Citadel Demore oil trap glitch. I've made several guides on that. Feel free to check it out if you don't know. I'm sure most of you guys will know it by now, but if not, I will link it, so feel free to check that out. So basically, if you go into Citadel Demore, activate the oil trap glitch, and you use a Molotov, it will kind of set the oil pool on the floor on fire, and all the zombies that run through it, they're going to instantly die when they touch it. So you can just keep doing that over and over again. Really good, rinse and repeat, and you'll get through the rounds really fast and to really high rounds. That is another great way to get XP super fast, so it's definitely worth doing that. So there's a few methods you can do on zombies, up to you which one you do. And again, don't forget about your challenges. So you've got your daily challenges, again that's another 15,000 XP just for doing some easy challenges. You've got the seasonal and calling card challenges, dark ops, and camo challenges, and again I've made lots of camo challenge guides, so feel free to check that out if you guys need help with any of those zombies camo challenges. And also mastery challenges for using specific guns or equipment or whatever. So again, just try and overlap those challenges and you'll be done in no time in zombies. What about if you want to play Warzone? Well, in Warzone there's quite a few good maps and modes coming back. So it's obviously Halloween themed, it's obviously for the haunting. We've got a night themed version of Verdansk, which is a limited time variant of the map, so it's all dark. We've also got Rebirth Island night version as well. So those are the two base sort of maps. There's also going to be other things, so Zombie Royale is back. You guys will probably be familiar with this, where you sort of have a bunch of normal players fighting against people which are zombies with zombie abilities. There's some new abilities. So aside from Zombie Royale, there's also going to be Battle Royale Casualty and Resurgence Casualty. So this is basically going to be, I believe, believe, on Verdansk and then also on Rebirth Island, where you have either Battle Royale normal but with casual players. So you're going to have some normal enemies, some casual enemies, which again, it's really good to get kills, but there's also zombies on the map for this season. Again, more AI. So that's a good one to do, but obviously it is Battle Royale, so if you die, you'll obviously go to the gulag, and then there's a chance that you might not survive, and you have to find your loadout. Is a bit more annoying. I think Resurgence Casualty is better, so obviously you can keep spawning in onto Rebirth. There'll be zombies and normal enemies, and also AI enemies as well. So that's a really good mode because there's lots of AI enemies about. You can get easy kills on them, easy points to get your loadout, get everything you need. You can get tons of kills, and if you die, you can just respawn in. That is a really good mode for getting camos in Warzone and for getting XP. So I'd highly recommend playing Resurgence Casualty if you can. That's going to be a really good mode for getting everything you need done in the season. If not, there should be Plunder as well. Plunder's particularly good because obviously you can respawn. You just, you spawn in, you pick up a bunch of money, and the team with the most money wins. That's a nice mode as well. So either that or Casualty, I'd say. Now, in terms of what to do in Warzone, I'll give you some general tips. It works better in Plunder, but it will also work in Casualty and other modes, so just kind of apply it. But what you generally want to do is spawn into your match. This is for Plunder more specifically, but so when you spawn in, first of all, you want to start looting. So the first thing I'd recommend doing is picking up a contract. You can do any contracts you'd like. You've got supply runs or most wanted or anything like that. Most wanted are particularly good because every time you open a loot container, so that's a loot box or a duffel bag or any kind of thing that you open, that will reduce the timer by 10 seconds that you have to be wanted for, and it will also give you XP and stuff in the process. So highly recommend starting any contract, but ideally ones like supply run or scavenger or most wanted are particularly good. So go to an area away from the flight path where it's a bit quieter, where there's not many enemies, pick up a contract, and then start searching around for as many loot boxes and other containers as you can, and keep opening them. Every time you open them, you're going to get at least 100 XP, you're going to get money, you're going to get weapons, everything you need, and it's going to reduce the timer, so you realistically can do the contract in under like 2 minutes easily, but just by opening containers. And if you have friends, if they open any loot containers in your squad, that will also reduce the timer even further to make it even quicker. So it's such a good way to do contracts and get XP. Looting is great in itself, like I say, for money and XP. Alongside that, if you come across any enemies, obviously you can get kills on them. You can go to sort of high traffic areas, so places like Storage Town and things like that. That's obviously good for getting kills. And once you do all that, you want to keep pushing ahead, go to different areas, look in rooftops, unsearched rooms, open those loot boxes, but also any cash piles on the floor. If you get any valuables, you can sell them. If you get any cash, you can put them in a cash deposit balloon, and that will get you some XP as well. Doing all of that over and over again is going to get you in a really good place to place quite highly in the game, and the higher you place, the more XP you get. So you can easily get sort of 50,000+ XP in a match just by doing that in Plunder. It's really, really good. And don't forget, obviously, you can get pre-game lobby kills as well. That's a bit of extra bonus XP. So that's it for Warzone. What about overall? So what boosts can you get? Well, first things first, there'll be lots of double Battle Pass XP tokens. You guys probably have some already from various events. They gave some away free recently. You've probably got a bunch of them. Obviously, make sure you use them, those Battle Pass XP tokens. There's also going to be double Battle Pass XP weekends throughout the season. Make use of them. Occasionally, you can get Battle Pass XP boosts from different things like bundles and events and stuff like that. There'll be events later in the season. There'll probably be some Battle Pass XP tokens or boosts in that too. So look out for those boosts. And don't forget, you also get a Battle Pass XP boost for buying the Battle Pass and not doing the free version. And in terms of what method is best overall, it kind of depends. So I'd say if you're really good in multiplayer, then just play small map mosh pits over and over again. That's really good for getting lots of XP fast. Like I say, mostly it's about the time played, but there's a bit of an aspect with the XP too. But the thing is, with multiplayer, obviously there's lots of skill-based matchmaking. It's very sweaty. It's very difficult all the time, and it's quite draining. I prefer a more relaxed playstyle, in which case zombies is better because it's less variable, it's more relaxed. You can just put something on the background and chill and watch that or listen to that while you're playing the game, and it's more efficient because you're not loading in and out of games. So I think zombies is really good for that. Warzone is similar to zombies, especially if you're a Black Ops 6 owner, because you get a Battle Pass XP boost. But if you don't have that, don't worry, it's still good. But like I say, zombies or Warzone is probably better, if not multiplayer. But that's the fastest way to level up tiers in the Battle Pass and max it out quickly in Black Ops 6 Season 6 to get all the cool rewards and features as part of the Haunting event. Be sure to check out my other Season 6 guides, or even by the time you're watching, potentially Black Ops 7 guides. Feel free to check them out. I'm going to have cards on screen and links in the description, so feel free to check them out. Be sure to drop a like if you found this useful, and subscribe for all my upcoming videos. There's tons to cover. I always try and make my guides as short and as simple as possible, so if you like that kind of thing, make sure you stick around. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next video.